Hello guys, hope you have a happy Thanksgiving. I don't know if this video will probably come out maybe a day after Thanksgiving. I don't know. So hopefully you had a happy Thanksgiving. Sorry for I upload every week, so today I'm your host Nathan from Inspect Technologies. I'm your host Nathan. So it's been a while since we've been talking about the A9 Plus, and I don't know if we talk about the A9, but the tablet A series. Well, if you not just heard, the Samsung Galaxy Tab A11 just came out. The Plus is probably going to come out maybe a month or two. Some people are even saying it's probably already out. I haven't seen any images. Well, actually, I've seen some leak images, but I haven't seen anything else. But we're not going to talk about that because there's not enough information yet. But we're going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy Tab A11 and specifications. Of course, this tablet is probably going to cost around $120. So let's start. Okay, so here's some good key specs and good features. The Samsung Galaxy Tab 11 specifications and specifications and more. The display. Let's talk about the display. It's gonna hear you with a nice small form factor 8.7 inch TFT LCD, around 1340 times 800 resolutions per pixel. So you're probably gonna get maybe around a 1080p display. 90 hertz refresh rate, pretty modern. That's what I expect. It's better than a 60 hertz refresh rate. So hey, you're getting a 90 hertz for $120. I think that's actually kind of good. Also, now let's talk about the price before we go anything. The price is $19.99 in the US, where I'm looking at Best Buy. I don't know if that's the deal or whatever, but that's the price what I'm seeing. It's probably gonna be around $130, but for $130, I think that's a good deal. There is no cellular that I know of. So now let's talk about performance and storage with the processor MediaTek Helio. Hopefully I pronounced that right. It's Helio. It's going to be running on that processor with the G99. So I heard that that's a really good processor. I believe that's the same processor that A15 runs on the 4G. Hopefully I'm correct. I don't know. That processor is a good processor for $130. But for maybe like a $400 tablet, I don't think so. It's a good deal. It's a good processor for $100. Let's talk about the RAM and storage options. You get 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage, or you can pick the 8 gigabytes of RAM with the 128 gigabytes of storage. Also, both accepts expandable storage up to 2 terabytes via micro SD card. Okay, if you want to know what tablet I use the A9 Plus Samsung Galaxy Tab. I know it's outdated, but I'm gonna get the A11 maybe, A11 Plus. It's a 90 hertz refresh rate, but also this is also out of topic. Sorry. It's a 64 gigabyte. It's also a cellular, and it's 4 gigabytes of RAM. So, but it does right. It does well for me. It's 11-inch display. It does well. Now let's talk about the camera and audio. Rear camera, 8 megapixel with autofocus. Front camera, selfie, video, calls. All you need, FaceTime, anything. For the front camera, it will be 5 megapixels. So if you're wondering where the front camera is, it's not in the back. So where you see the Samsung logo, it's more like in the front in the screen. That's a 5 megapixel. The back is 8 megapixels. So for $130 or $120, I think that's a good deal. You also get stereo speakers. So basically speaker from the top and bottom. I don't know where the speakers are going to be 2 in top and bottom. Like 4 total speakers. On the A9 Plus, you're getting 4. And also, it's also going to support Dolby Atmos support, which is actually a really good supporting system, because it makes it look like it makes it sound like it's coming behind you, because there's also speakers. The speakers are also coming from the screen too, Well, that's what I heard. So it makes it look like you're in a movie. It makes it sound like you're in a movie. Like you can hear every action and everything. I really recommend it. Get those type of tablets. I recommend it because it's a life changer, man. And it also comes with a 3.5mm headphone jack, which is useful nowadays because now you can just get to the dollar store. Let's say your headphones break, or you lost your headphones, your quality headphones, or let's say you're broke. You can go to the dollar store. And you get some $1.25 headphones. Pretty good. Sorry for the burp. Sorry guys. Just had a good Thanksgiving. Now let's talk about the batteries and software. The battery you're gonna run on the 5100 milliamp, so 5100 milliamp battery. For a tablet that size, I think it's probably reasonable. The charging, you're probably gonna get 15 watts wire charging. And then the software, you're going to get Android 15, One UI 7 out of the box with commitments of 7 years of OS updates and also the same amount security years. So if you don't know what those means, it basically you're going to get One UI 7 to One UI 7. I believe you're probably going to get One UI U. Yeah. Probably around One UI 11, 12. I don't know if that's a little bit out of the range, but that's what I'm saying. So that's pretty good for a tablet for $130. Most tablets maybe will have a year if you're lucky around that price range. Some don't even run Android 15, so that's crazy. Wow. I told you how much it's a good value. Again, this video is not sponsored, so it will be a dream sponsorship if Samsung sponsors, but hey, they're not gonna do that because I only have 48 subscribers. Hey, reminder! We only have 48 subscribers. 2 more subscribers that we're hitting from our goal at the moment. I'm recording this video. 50 subscribers to our total goal. So any subscriber will count. So don't forget to subscribe, please. And hopefully we can hit 100 subscribers by the end of 2026. That would mean a lot. And now let's hear my thoughts and my opinions and everything and more. So I think it's a good tablet. Yeah. I think it is. Well, the video is not going to be as long as the others, because normally my videos are around 12 minutes, but that's all the information I have. So that's all I have for today's video. Well, Samsung is really good in getting you good stuff for the budget. Again, I don't recommend this to other people who will take this like as a really because they can't afford it. If your budget is around 130, but you want like really good specs, go buy a Walmart generic tablet. You're better off doing that. It's actually around 11-inch display, better specs and better stuff. And I even see some on deals for $100. So you're better off getting those than this if you want the max. That you can get really good, but great value. But if you want like small tablet, booking, reading, doing all that basic stuff, maybe play a little bit of Roblox, that can handle your needs really good. And watching a bunch of YouTube or scrolling on social media, so that can do it. But if you're like me, you want the A9 Plus, or you want like stuff that you can rely on editing videos, and you want decks, you want all this stuff, fancy stuff, I recommend the A9 Plus or the A11 Plus coming out, or if you're an Apple guy, iPad. Just a basic iPad actually is better than all these options. But that's it. Don't forget to subscribe. And I guess Samsung's always good in the low tier budget game.